The upcoming lunar new year and new moon in Aquarius signals the type of mental transformation that will not only level up your whole vibe, but it will completely change the way you look at your purpose and ultimate destiny. Hello, and welcome to Stace Cadet, a cosmic podcast show that taps into astrology and divination to bring forth messages of motivation and guidance for the spiritually and creatively gifted. I'm your host, Stace Orion, and this week we take a look at how this new moon in Aquarius is calling the collective to stillness in order to navigate an intense avatar upgrade. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are headed into a new moon in Aquarius this week, and new moons signal cycle endings and beginnings. And this Aquarius new moon is signaling a way of thinking ending, okay? An expansive new beginning because you have laid to rest an old way of thinking, old conditioning, the old way of you, the old version of you kaput. And this new version is in this transitional phase and entering into an extreme mental expansion where your intuition, your intentions, and your spiritual gifts will be at the forefront. Aquarius is a fixed air element and it rules your 11th house, which is all about the community, the collective mind, humanitarianism, and how you are a part of your community. And there's a lot of astral transits happening right now that are really encouraging you to put your intentions at the forefront of everything that you do, guiding you, making everything more clear so you know how to communicate to spirit source, you know how to communicate to those around you, utilizing this Aquarius air element, setting professional plans, and enter into this transformation and saying goodbye to the old you. The astral transits all favor you at this time because not only are we heading into a new moon, we're also heading into the lunar new year and Imbolc. And all of those things represent the winter time transitioning into the spring, endings and beginnings. The lunar new year is a celebration of the arrival of spring and is the beginning of a new year in the lunisolar calendar. It's the most important holiday in China and countries with significant Chinese population, South Korea, Vietnam as well. And not only does this represent a new lunar year, a new year, it is the transition from the year of the dragon to the year of the snake. And the year of the snake represents wisdom, rebirth, and transformation. Again, it can also symbolize wealth, love, and happiness, and is a time of intuitive development, charisma, and your empathy is heightened, essentially. People born in the year of the snake are thought to be good communicators and very thoughtful, good at problem solving and goal-oriented. So that's you this year, baby. Putting intention behind everything that you're doing, getting clear on everything that you're doing. The year of the snake, you are getting wiser. You are completely transforming the way you think, the way you process, how you plan your professional moves out, how you plan your personal moves out. You're getting better with communicating with yourself as well as communicating with spirit and the universe. So your manifestations are starting to really crystallize and come to being. The Lunar New Year is a 15-day celebration until the full snow moon later in February in Cancer. And the full snow moon is the full moon in February that was given that name by the Native Americans because of the heavy snowfall that typically occurs during this time in North America. But it also represents being still, like hibernating in your truth, going inward. The new moon, think of the darkness of the new moon, a new start, a look ahead, paying attention to what it is you're experiencing. And eventually that full snow moon will present revelations on how your past efforts have been paying off. So paying attention to the cycles of the moon can be really valuable in placing you on your journey, getting assistance from the astral realm so you are working with them and not against them. Imbolc is coming up later this week and is a pagan holiday that marks the beginning of spring, or is halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It is also called St. Bridget's Day and is a Gaelic festival that's been celebrated in the British Isles since the 10th century. St. Bridget represents coming out of the darkness and into the light. The 1st of February is her feast day, and it is in tandem with Imbolc. It aligns to the season of spring and the energies of new growth, passion, and fire. In her goddess form, she is connected to the sun, fire, fertility, healing, and poetry. She is the patron saint of babies, blacksmiths, metalworkers, fugitives, midwives, printing presses, sailors, scholars, poets, and travelers. Call on her whenever you need to relight that inner fire and help you get going again. Plant seeds now for the things you want to grow. Okay, so how does this apply to you? How does this apply to the collective? With the moon in Aquarius, the sun in Aquarius, Mercury moving into Aquarius this week, Pluto is also in Aquarius, and Uranus moving direct. Baby, the collective is entering into a whole new level of the game. Aquarius season is elevating you to a whole new freaking level of the game. I'm talking new skills, new magic, new intuitive understanding. Like, the title of this episode is called Entering into the Dream Time, and that's essentially what you're learning how to do. Okay? You are moving from an ending to a beginning. And this ending was so incredibly difficult and so incredibly, seemingly impossible that you had to call in your wolf pack. You had to call in your spirit guides to help you this whole time, to continue helping you open up, because you are coming out of hibernation. Your skills are coming out of hibernation, dog. And this mental expansion with these astral transits, Mercury is sextiling the North Node this week. This expansion, this mental expansion in Aquarius season is pointing directly at your North Node, directly at your divine purpose. Your purpose is going to become more clear as you continue to set intentions, as your communication and your research and your application start working in tandem. You're thinking the best thoughts, you're putting intentions behind everything, so you understand where you're going and you are less anxious and less like the desire to self-sabotage or go back to old conditioning is becoming less and less difficult. Your strategy is changing, and it's because your magic is awakening, dog. You are learning how to apply your magic to the mundane in your routine. And it's time to go from doing it alone, doing it on your own, to doing it with Spirit Source, to collaborating with the Most High, because where you're going, baby, it requires your spirit guides to help you. You are entering into the dream time. You are being asked to move forward with curiosity and explore different pathways and options for you that maybe you weren't thinking of or open to in the past. You're getting new mission directives, and you are opening up to new intuitive gifts, and you're cutting off toxic thought patterns with your samurai sword of truth, sharpening your blade on every failure, on every loss, and turning that into a more focused intention on where you're going and what it is that you're really here to do. Your intuition is on point, and we're going to look to Swan medicine to help us, because this is fascinating, dude. The story of Swan talks about her being able to enter into the dream time and come out more graceful, to go into the dream time as the ugly duckling and come out as the swan, recognizing her power and her grace. And in order to do that, She had to be willing to accept whatever the future holds as it is presented without trying to change Great Spirit's plan. So she looked at her little ugly duckling body and then answered, I will be happy to abide by Great Spirit's plan. I won't fight the currents of the black hole. I will surrender to the flow and trust where I am being shown. This says, Swan, the power of woman entering sacred space, touching future yet to come, bringing eternal grace. So you're learning how to surrender to the grace of the rhythm of the universe. And Swan medicine teaches us to be one with all planes of consciousness and to trust in Great Spirit's protection. Collaborating with Spirit Source in order to understand your North Node, in order to understand your purpose, your destiny. Swan medicine people have the ability to see the future, to surrender to the power of Great Spirit, and to accept the healing and transformation of their lives. That's you, dog. And it is telling you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. If you are resisting your transformation, relax. Stop denying that you know who is calling when the phone rings. Pay attention to your hunches and your gut knowledge and honor your female intuitive side. And if you're not feeling this, if you're feeling like you're being a klutz or you're like having to start over, it's just a sign to ground yourself at this time. This says, pay attention to your body. It can seem that you are flying around without a pilot's license if you're not aware of when you take off or land. Not recognizing the shift from left brain into right brain is common when you are evolving spiritually. You are going from a less evolved, emotionally intelligent being to your whole avatar is upgrading, dude, to a processing system that can enter different realms of consciousness. This is all part of developing the intuitive side of your nature and is a sign that you're not being conscious of your entry into other levels of awareness. In the development of higher mind, you are embarking on new territory that has rules or universal laws of its own. In the world of spirit, you need to pay close attention to the unseen. You may sense or feel in a different way now, but this is gradual. Sometimes this shift is lost among your normal activities until you feel spaced out. And so in those moments, notice your surroundings, touch the earth with your hands or feet, focus on one reality or the other. If you're being called to visit the dream time, stop what you're doing and be still. Enter the silence and empty your mind of chatter. Be receptive and open so that the message may enter your consciousness. Your new directives are trying to get to you, dog. And if you're just preoccupied or spacey, you need to focus on doing some physical activity. Get in your body. Use the reasoning side of your brain to make a list of what you need to do and stop the clutter that could be causing confusion. You're going from regular schmegular ugly duckling to a higher, elevated, more graceful version of you. And this level up will be noticed. People are going to see you going from the ugly duckling to the swan, and they're going to be like, is she from the future? How is she doing this? It's because you know that you are the phoenix rising. It is because you know that you are getting a whole new magic wand. This is a whole new eon, a whole new beginning where your fantasies, your dreams are coming to the forefront and you are not saying no to them. Now is the time to trust the process, to go within, trust the stillness. Pay attention to your dreams. Try to document them so you can see what it is they're trying to tell you or how they are working in tandem with your physical world. Spirit is very close to you right now. Spirit is protecting you and guiding you. Your angels are all with you right now because this elevation is like so monumental. It's big and it's going to feel, you're going to feel wobbly. You're going to have ascension symptoms. You're being asked to move slowly. It is the winter months. Coming out of the winter time into the spring, baby. Like, take it slow. Learning new intuitive gifts, opening up to new visions, new ideas, unexpected surprises, insight. Make sure you take time out to process, dude. You are inventing your fantasy land. I wrote down later this week on, I believe it's Thursday, the day after the new moon, Uranus is going direct, and I wrote down, you are inventing your fantasy land, your future fantasy land. Don't sabotage this moment. Exploration will lead to momentum. Curiosity will help with self-sabotage. And your glow up is going to be so insane. Pay attention to the color blue. Pay attention to the wind. Because you are headed into the unknown, into a realm where you've never been before. And it's all based on instincts and how big you can dream. The astral transits favor you like crazy right now. It's important to play. Thank you, Spirit. It's important to play. Follow, play, and pleasure now. Okay? This is what you're going to do at this time. You're going to be the Queen of Swords. You're going to be the samurai queen, accepting and getting still to receive your downloads and your directives. And you are going to cut the head off the old you. You're going to cut the head off of any toxic thoughts, any toxic conditioning that may sabotage your progress, so that you can allow these visions to flow through you. So you can allow peace of mind to help you trust your intuition and make balanced choices, prioritizing what is best between rest and peace and writing the script for this new leg of the journey. And you're going to do that by following your pleasures, okay? You're going to be listening to your body, right? And feeling out every day, feeling out where you are, following the moon, following the transits, listening, taking time out and trusting the process and going with the flow of the universe, appreciating this moment in time, because this is the moment I'm hearing. This is the moment where everything comes together, where you put the pieces together. Your foundations are good. You're just figuring out how to stabilize it so that you can grow within it. Pleasure after hardship, dude. You've done such good work and you absolutely deserve to dream your biggest dreams now, dog, because you're not going to sabotage them. You are going to figure out how to manifest them, dude. So as you flow through the unknown, as you flow through this new moon, through this lunar new year, follow your peace, follow your pleasures, spend time resting and receiving, opening up to what Spirit Source has to say. Yeah, dog, 6 is an incredibly important number at this time. 66 always signals guardian angels. Your guardian angels are with you and saying hello and helping you stay positive, helping you shine in that unconditional love. Stay encouraged and have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your biggest freaking desires, dude. The angels, man. The angels are here to help you cut off the heads of the old you. They're savage, man. They got tough love for days. They don't want you in that old energy. They want you in this beautiful new elevated energy, and they're going to help you spread your wings and fly. They're going to help you. They're going to help nurture this new version of you that can dream these fantastical dreams. Cut the head off the old you that would sabotage these dreams, sabotage your progress. And it's because of your heart, dude. You have the strength of spirit source. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. This is why you're being lifted up, is because spirit wants to use you. Okay? Your purpose is something big. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and the protector of those you love. And because of that, spirit's going to put you in a position 666 that is incredibly powerful. And you are in the process of transitioning into that space so that you can embody it and shine your light out through your work, through your voice, through your actions. And the best part is that you're being encouraged to usher in this new mental expansion with dance, play, and grounding. You have faced your fears. You have dug yourself out of a karmic trench that was deemed impossible. You are coming up out of the muddy waters, dude. Prosperity is yours if you keep the path. Remember that your truth will always align you to your higher self, and baby, your higher self is playful, joyful, and an enlightened, angelic, beautiful, graceful being. Those are all the messages I have for you today. Join us next week when we explore how this growth and these new mission directives can be turned into actionable steps towards your most fantastical journey ahead. Thank you so much for listening. If these messages resonated, click the like, subscribe, and bell icon to be notified every time we post. And please take care of yourself. Keep going. And I will see you on the other side.